How you been doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, got a lot of thing going on. Moved to a new house. Got a lot of meeting recently. My company kind of they started to expand and then ram up a lot of workload. And I'm in the training process to move a different position. Yeah, work just keep coming in, and it's like, oh God, everybody need my help.
Everyone.
I need my
Um,
help, my expertise. So yeah, I'm being drained, but I just enjoying it. It's not overwork in a bad way, but in a good way. I'm enjoying doing it. So
yeah. I'm glad to see you make a schedule again. Because yeah, Better Vietnam have more lessons, and yeah, I guess your uh process of moving to the new house and start up new office, I guess, through your email
yeah,
offer.
well, it's not as I'm not sure. It's kind of a weird concept of me. So like I talk about these things to some of the students. I ask, normally would they have a separate room for them to work or studying? Or they combine all together. Like you have one room, that room you go like for sleeping and for studying, for work, whatever. I can't do that, so I just separate my bedroom to a different office. But I do have other stuff to do outside my work, outside my teaching, stuff like that. So I find it's better that way.
Um,
It's not
yeah. So
something
that's
fancy. It's not something fancy.
yeah. That's the reason why I see your different background this today lessons.
Yep. Yeah, I normally don't like the idea of using fake filter. It's weird. So I just like to leave it natural. So luckily the house that I move in, this is just a laundry room. The laundry room where you put a washing machine, dryer, stuff like that, you separate from other room. With me, I'll put all the washing machine outside, dryer outside. I'm using the laundry room as a study room, and I designed it in a really relaxed way. Wood, green, give me relax. I'm gonna have more
Mhm.
light later on. So I have one light, so it's not that good at the moment. But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mm.
so yeah, I just confused because I read the email and I see your office. Oh my God, that's just thing startup new business. I'm kind of that.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of in a way as well. Have all the side stuff to do outside of my normal work and teaching, so I have to few more things. So it also technically is actually my office. So in the future, I'm setting up a server, a data server, so somewhere underneath of my desk. Maybe set up another server data in on top of my wardrobe. Yeah, just for me to mock around. It also depend on how I'm progress my career. At the moment, I talk to my manager and I'm in the training process. At the ending of my process, I'm not sure what they're gonna offer me. So they're gonna offer maybe I could go back to my old position with a project coordinator or working at an inspector, frame inspector, going on site inspect like for defect and stuff like that, or working in the program department, integrate the workflow into website interface. At the moment, they in the office, I create me and my senior, one of the senior manager, they make an automate report. I also make a report, but like it's less complicated than the report that he make. See, because I have all of that experience and knowledge about the business, potentially they can move forward me to a program work along with IT and I'll maybe explore my new skill with IT and combine with what I have at the moment now. I have a lot of things to do, so yeah, so like that. Sorry,
So that
just a data dump
so
with you.
yeah, so I just want to just wonder what position you want to achieve. Programmer.
Not at the moment. I got asked this question a lot, and it might confuse you because the answer I always give it, I always try to be the best of what I'm doing. And yeah, it doesn't matter what they give to me, I'll always try to do the best of it. And at the moment, I like to do everything but because if they gave me the option, so they asked me between the inspection and then program, what would I like to do? I'll just say that I prefer to be working with program in IT department, not because I don't like to be an inspector. I can do it, and I prove that I'm being progressively good at it. But my longer term is because I have a lot of knowledge of how the system work in the company. Where if you hire a newer person, they do not know how to do it. So it's going to be beneficial for the company to allocate me to work with the IT department rather than doing an inspector. With the inspector, you can hire a different person to do it, and they can do it. But let's say if you send me to work as an inspector, I can do it. But from my perspective, it's not the end goal because at the end goal, because I'm being through on site with training, I can spot a lot of error on site that we can prevent it when the job is still in the office. So, and when it's still in the office, you can fix it easier compared to when you move it to site. Because when you move it to site, you put everything in place, it's really hard to fix, and it take a lot of time and a lot of money to fix it. And again, I have IT data knowledge. I can filter the data because I can see at the moment the site team they don't have any record system to record some defect or some stuff like that. So I was just saying it's up to you, but I move tend toward the program stuff, but because it's more beneficial for the company. I didn't mention
Mm,
that it's gonna beneficial for me as well because if I work with IT, I can have some more spare time to learn about program, and then I can design website interface, work with UI. I have no background in IT. All of the thing that I know is just self-study, no class, ChatGPT, YouTube, and a lot of time playing around with it. And yeah, so if they send me to work the program side, I can technically have some skill to take some time to learn about program for myself, and then program to do stock trading. At the moment, I'm managing house. It's going to be better for me to manage my tenant. I already have a system in place, but if I can put more stuff in advance, it's going to be beneficial for me. And potentially, I can write a program to clock in and clock out of the employee as well. Is that too much
mm.
information?
No, no, like it have some technical words, so I cannot get it.
Which one?
But
Which one that you want to ask? If you
you
want to
manage
know,
your tenor,
Tinan,
manage your tenor, tenor,
Tinan.
tenor. What is this?
So if you go outside and you don't have your house and you have to rent a house, you are a tenant.
Ah, tenant.
Tenant.
Yeah, yeah. The person rent the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm the person who rent out the house. I'm the landlord. I'm the landlord. So when somebody say I'm a landlord, it means that that person own a house and he rent that house out to somebody else or tenant. Right.
Like you have a system for
Yeah, I do have a
um
system to control
you
that.
have a system for the ten like connect the tenor and tenor
No, no,
landlord.
no. So at the moment, the system I'm trying to saying is, well, whenever they communicate, they just text me, but it's really hard for you to cross-reference between when they pay the money, when the money is due. So how do you know when your tenant paying the rent? You don't know that. And how can you track in the span of 1 year, are they paying the correct amount or not? So I have a system to do that. But at the moment, I have to use Excel query. So I cannot. This is where it get annoying. I cannot get the data straight out from the bank. So normally, if I want to get my bank transaction record, I have to download manually from the bank, and from there I put it into a zip folder and I run my query to cross-reference with what the tenant paid to me. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, like it's sorry, kind of
Right.
get your idea.
So let's say you rent your room out for the tenant. Okay. Every weekly they have to pay about $300, $300 to your bank account.
Yeah,
Well, in the ideal world, they're gonna pay exactly on Tuesday, exactly $300 every single week. Your life gonna be easy.
yeah,
Sometimes your tenant pay behind the rent. You call rent arrears, right? Instead of paying Monday, he paying the next Monday. But instead of $300, $300, he pay about $200, right? And then
mm,
next time he pay about 295. Next time he pay about 400 to catch up with his rent. So how can you calculate all that? Let's say it's just 3 weeks. You can track it. You can manually track it, right? But let's say they just give the money, just give it 200, 250, 400, 390, 500, 295 in the span of like 6 months. And it
yeah,
just keep happen like that. How can you track it? You don't have a system to track it. I don't have a system to track it because every single transaction in your bank record is have a specific line who paying to your account. So let's say, for example, if you pay from your phone, you use your bank account, you pay from your phone to a different bank account, it kind of pops up at your name along with the transaction line. Yeah. So I
mm,
recognize that, so I can filter that using the payee and the amount of it, cross-reference with the amount that they still owe me. And let's say if they short amount of money, I can like summarize the amount of money. Okay, how much do they still owe and how much they overpay. So I can have a clear communication with them. Okay, you still owe me this much of money. So I have your transaction in the span of like 5, 6 weeks, 6 months, 1 year, you name it. And then I'll just show exactly how much do they pay me, how much they're supposed to pay me. At the end of it, I have a summary table, how much do you need to pay. That is for the tenant that not really well managed with their money. On top of my head, I manage about 9 to 10 tenants. Always, the ratio is two of them gonna be a bit of a headache for you to manage. But as long as they still paying the money, that's fine. I don't have an issue with it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. Like I think this system is for the landlord is more appropriate.
yeah,
Landlord?
yeah. What
Yeah.
do you want to ask? Like landlord,
Ah,
landlord
landlord?
oriented?
Landlord? Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you will provide the service for the landlord, right?
No, I'm acting as a landlord. The tenant paying to me, and I'm been checking it to see whether they pay to me on time or not. So I'm just at the moment I've created a system for myself to manage the house.
Your house?
Not technically my house, not technically my house, but I manage it. Not technically my house,
Ah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah,
manage it. So
yeah, yeah,
it's a live system, but I still can make it better. I can still make it better because at the moment I cannot get direct access to the bank. I'm still trying to figure it out to do some shabby shit that I can access it instantly. Like nowadays, it's kind of easier for you to work a lot of thing around in the system if you know how to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Uh,
so yeah, 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 it's clear now. Oh,
yeah.
like one lesson you will share about one job about you.
I have a lot of jobs at the moment. I'm not sure which one do you want to know. Yes, at the moment I do about 5 6 jobs a week. So some job only need couple of hours. Some job need maybe 1 or 2 hour a day. Some of it may need about 18 16 hour a day. My main job is still as a project coordinator.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think come back your like your sharing about your analysis, well, which one you want, expectation and programmer. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you want to know which one I want to do, program or analysis? Is that your question?
No, no, no. I just I just share my
Right. Summarize. You try to summarize
yeah, I just
my things.
summarize. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, not really that.
yeah,
I'll just classify myself as I always want to learn new things and try to automate things and try to make things as much efficiency as possible. Yeah.
yeah. But one thing I see in your analysis that you said the mistake in outside maybe needs more effort to fix this. So so they can offer you they like it's more beneficial for the company to uh, offer you the programmer, right? If
Um,
I get it correct.
no. I think potentially I did not make that clear enough. I said it to I said to my manager and the HR personnel, if they gave me two positions, both of them gonna benefit for the company. But the one that gonna benefit more for the company when they send me to the program department. Because at the moment, well, let's say with the site, let's say I'm working at an inspector, I'm going to site, I can collect data and improve the current work on site at the moment. That somebody else can do it with the right attitude. But for the program department, they cannot go outside and hire somebody to do it because the new person need to learn a lot of things. And I actually tell my manager in the HR department I basically know about 80% of how the company work. The moment the data being entered into the system, how the drafting department work, how they categorize the difficulty of the job, how they prioritize in the council system when the job being ready to be rolled, how to forecast the job from when customers sign in up to in the manufacturing process and forecast how to prep the material for that, how financial system work in in D365 in the like the data server. So if you hire a newer person, there's no way they're gonna learn it in the really short way. With me, I spend at least 2 to 3 years to learn all of that, and I challenge them to find somebody else that can learn as much that I can do in that short span of time. And with the program, because they want to make the process as fast as possible, just to make automate the workload. Currently, let's say the fixer or the labor, when they go to site, they install the frame. You don't know when they arrive on site to do the frame. They try to make a system just to have a lead feedback. So when the framer go to site, scan the QR code, they know, okay, the system detect, okay, the framer will start the frame, and up until they log out the frame, log out when they complete the frame. Currently, they do not have the system to do that, and in the system, they can automatically write who is the good framer, which have less error, and who is the bad framer, who has more error. And they can categorize in the system who can do more difficult job and can only handle single job, etc., etc., etc. There's more to that, so I don't want to lead to more detail. It's just confuse you. So I'll just tell you that if you put me to a program department, it's gonna beneficial for the company. And behind of that, I did not share. I did not share the idea with them. It's like it was more gonna be more beneficial for me in the background. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I try to read the subtitle. Mm.
Right. Okay. That makes okay. So
Mm.
let's say which part that you do not understand that you need me to clarify that.
Yeah, so to make sure I understand, I will summarize what you say.
Okay. Cool.
Like you said that with on-site expectation is need the person have and experience and know clearly about your company.
Yep. Kind of. Yeah. Kind of like that. So
80%.
yeah. So if they want somebody to work on site as an inspector, they can basically hire someone that have knowledge and experience in installation of the frame. They don't need to know how the company works, and it's easier to do that.
Yeah.
It's easier for them to do that.
Yeah, yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense now. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so like the programmer like need more difficulty, so you understand more about your company, so it's more be beneficial for them to offer you the programmer.
Yep. So this is
Mm.
the thing that I find is it's hard for the program. So the programmer or IT, or not IT, programmer or developer, they know how to do the system if they know what the client want. The client want one thing, but when they talk to or communication to the developer, they do not make it clear how do they want it, and it make the developer confused. I've seen it. I've seen it. So in the line of my work, I know what the expectation from the client, which is us, and how to communication or give the feedback back to the software developer. But my bigger goal is let's say we can rely on the developer or software developer just to make a system that can work. The downside of it is every single time the system crash or black out, or you want to add a new function in there, you have to contact with the developer, and that they have the subscription fees. That is expensive. That ongoing cost. So my further goal is, okay, I can work with them, and alongside with it, I'll learn how to learn how to do develop a software or website interface, and I'll work it as a side project, and then I can propose that one to the higher up. In that way, I can lock myself into the company and ask for more money. Let's say if my concept work or the thing that I develop work, every single time they want to add a new function, they just talk to me. It's easy to fix. I can add it in, add a new function, etc., etc., etc. With a like less lower cost, and potentially you can avoid subscription fees. At the moment, the company pay a lot of money for subscription fee. Do
Mm.
you know what is subscription fee?
Or like as you said that if the country want to like ask the new function into the website, they have to hide the outside
No,
IT, right?
that is not the subscription fees. That is a request, a one-off. Normally, it's a one-off request for them to add a new function to the app or the website interface. Subscription fee is more like this. Let's say you want to watch the TV, right? You buy a TV, hook into the internet, you YouTube to watch TV. You don't have to pay subscription fee. But if you want to watch movie on Netflix, you have to pay for subscription fee. Let's say 15,000 Vietnam dong or maybe
Yeah.
13,000, 30,000 even in Vietnam dong every month. Okay, that cheap. But when you talk to business, you can talk about they have to pay about $150 every month for a person to get the license to use the system. Let's say the company one or two person, well, that's not a very big deal, but for a company that have a hundred of people, let's say to $10 a person a month, that costs a lot of money. Does that make sense? Yeah. So let's say if I build my system good enough, they don't have to pay subscription pay. They just need to pay more money to me. That's it as a bonus. And they cannot get rid of me.
Mm.
So, but also the plus side is I can use that knowledge to build a thing for myself on site, like in outside of work, just like I already told you before. And I just forgot what I want to talk with you about. Yeah, oh yeah, and also let's say if I build that system, every single time it crashes out, I know what's wrong with it and I can fix it immediately. But let's say the developer developed it to me and they wrote the code, but when somebody work in the background somewhere in here, they do not understand it fully, they can put the wrong thing. The developer do not know that. They do not know where it's going wrong because you have a disconnection or a gap between the developer and the client when they do their stuff. With me, let's say if I stay in there and I'm bridging the gap between the software developer and the client, I can close that gap. So, okay.
Understand.
Hopefully it went well. I'm not sure. So it's with me, with a lot of people at this stage, they're gonna have their spirit up. Okay, I'm gonna be locked in for that program developer work with me. I've seen through a lot, so I don't have my hope high. I'll just let's say if I go back to my old position, I'll still push forward to do my thing, and I'll just keep try to improve myself. I already have the concept there. It just take more time for me to get there. So I don't really care. So if you don't know that, well, lost for you, not lost for me. Hmm.
Mm.
Yes,
Like
and
everything is just very logical, and I have to wow. Yes.
yeah, well, sometime is come with I'm not sure it come with a side effect because I can. It's really hard for me to have a normal conversation with just normal people. It's like when you talk with me, I'm really logical, and then it's make people lose interest in it. It's Yeah. So
Yeah,
like, and when
to be honest, yeah, yeah. Like to be honest, when I registered your lesson, I really scared.
why is that?
Yeah, because you're very logical, and I scared that I say something silly and like you will laugh me. Not you not so outside, but
Yeah,
but I can
well,
feel that.
I know I got this impression from a lot of students, and I keep telling them I used to be this person. Like in the past, when people make a mistake, I'm really angry. It's like, once you make such a stupid mistake like that. But at this age, like if you make a mistake, oh, I'm just laughing. I'll just re-guide you again. So what else can I do? I'm not gonna bite you. It's just sometimes it's make me feel sad. Is they scared of me, and they scared of asking question, and then they're afraid they're gonna be stupid. We said, nah, no. I've been there.
Mm.
I've been the same like you. It's just I feel more than you. Then that's it. Um, and for some reason, my face, it's when it's in a still position, a still face, it look really scary. So that adds another layer of complication to the story. So that was always mine. Is, is that making
Mm.
sense? You don't look to understand it. You look confused.
Just like it's so hard to if I decide to listen and don't read the script, yeah, it's more clearly.
Subtitle.
But I'm not confident, so I read the subtitle, but like
Oh,
sometimes it's not
correct.
bright, so yeah, it's confused sometimes. Yeah,
Right.
but
Okay.
I'm scared. Yeah, but I still register, so uh, like yeah, I enjoy your lessons. You're logical, and I really admire you. So that's the reason why it's faster my scary.
Thanks for that. Yeah. Well, I've been told to a lot of my students that don't marry to your company, and you should always try to be a better version of yourself, because you never know when your company gonna sack you, or when the time come. If you always try to be a better version of yourself, you can find a better position. Or when the time comes where you need to leave your company, you have the confidence to walk away. Does that make sense? Doesn't seem to.
With me,
Doesn't seem.
don't merit like connection, strong connection,
No, when two
commitment.
people when two people married to each other, so that I'm using in this case.
Marry.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't marry to your job, or don't
Mm,
marry to your idea, because idea change, your job gonna change. The thing that not gonna
mm,
be changed is your ability. You should try to improve it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Live been I'm not gonna say I've been through a lot, but yeah, I've been through quite a few shit, so it's hard. I don't want to be in that situation again, so I'm always trying to be better to avoid that. Yeah. So how you been doing? Like I've just been ranting for the last 30 minutes non-stop. Right, now your turn. It should be your practice speaking English, not me.
Yeah, yeah.
And you never know. Sometimes I'll just say some bullshit just to make myself look better.
No, no. Uh, like I remember. I also remember the last lesson with you.
Hmm.
Like I'm not sure you remember or not, but
Oh yeah,
the lesson.
I have my note here. I note down main thing
Yeah,
that
like
you
just
told
some
me.
like negative emotion. Yeah, no, no, you don't need to.
No, I
It's so bad.
remember. I remember. Like I
Yeah,
still,
just so.
I still remember vividly in my memory. I draw a jazz about good-looking people, good-looking people, bad behavior,
Mhm.
average-looking people, bad behavior, average-looking people, good behavior, ugly people, bad behavior.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I still remember that jazz. So it cracked me a lot. I thought about that jazz. I think I just summarized it wrong way, but I just think about that just in my mind when I talk to you on that day. It just keep crack me up every single time I'm thinking about it. Sometimes I talk to my sister, oh my god, so why there's an ugly people and it's only have a really bad manner. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out.
Mm.
I don't want to be trashing them, but yeah, it's just
Yeah,
funny.
it's a long time, but it's
Yeah.
still vivid memory for me. Yeah, you share a lot about your life experience. Yeah,
Yep.
and this experience, I'm
Yep.
at the good spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, everything good, and yeah. Uh, as your advice, I like do the exercise. It bring a very good spirit
Yep.
uh the for my spirit too. Um, yeah, like I recently I hit to the gym with my friend, and yeah, it's like just 1 hours in the morning, but like it's bring a good energy for me to the whole days, and yeah, it's really good. And yeah, you also hit to the gym, right?
Yeah. No, I work out at home. I hate to go to the gym.
Work out at home,
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a whole
yeah.
setup. Not a fully like in the gym, but I have the whole setup for all the exercise that I need to do to activate all of my core to keep myself healthy. So basically, I'll just do deadlift, waist squat, pull up, bench press, running. I'm just running outside the yard, not the yard, no, outside around the neighborhood. So it's beneficial rather than running on a treadmill. So
Yeah. Yeah. So like uh I just learn because because I know that if we do the wrong way, so it can also have the side effect for our body. So I try to learn it by myself on the video on YouTube, kind of that. And yeah,
yep.
um, so like I just want to ask you, if do you have any tip, any any note for the beginners?
Hmm. Don't push yourself too hard. Just do it gradually. Okay.
Naturally.
Yeah, do it gradually. So make yourself comfortable. Let's say this is the only example I can think of on top of my head. So when I first start running, I cannot run for 30 minutes straight in one go for half an hour. Now I can. Sometimes I can run for like an hour and a half. But in the beginning, I'm starting like I have a design, not a design, I research to come up with a program for me to go from have no experience in running to running for 1 hour and a half. So I run for 1 minute, rest for 2 minutes, run for 1 minute, rest for 2 minutes, repeat for half an hour, 3 times a day like that, and then progress gradually. For next week, the following weeks, I'm doing 1 minute running, 1 minute rest, 1 minute running, 1 minute rest. Continue something like that. You just do it gradually. Don't hit the gym and you kind of excited and you go to fall it. If you do something like that, is you just got a lot of pain and Pain is not that bad, but the bad thing is it could potentially make you feel do not want to work out anymore. That is the thing that you don't want to like. So if you do it gradually, you have your body get used to it, you get used to it, you feel it, and you can kind of feel you change entirely. So pay attention. You have your personal record. So let's say today you lift about 5 kilo. I'm not sure if it's too much of your like. Let's say you lift about 1 kilo, 5 rep, 1 rep like 10 times. And then next time you can do 2 kilo. Okay, I can do 2 kilo now. You have a new record, etc. Give you a boost. And after that, it should carry full in there. And do not, and you need to set a goal for yourself. You work out at the gym to get a health beneficial, or do you want to become a PT, a personal trainer, or you do want to be a model? That's two separate things. If you want to maintain your health, half an hour should be enough. Some people they always are, oh, I want to be look six pack. Your six pack had to be lean. You have like a big chest or something like that. You have a good butt or something like that. Spend 4 hours. Is that too much? That too much? Well, I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. And because my work nature is different, so I don't want to be like build myself just to look really attractive like that. But if you work in the model industry, or you work at a bodybuilder, or you working at a personal trainer, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. So you set your goal clear. So why do you go to the gym for? Set the target. Okay, make the appropriate time. Do not waste your time unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I also have clear goal before start.
Yep.
Yeah, just for the health beneficial and just for 1 hour muscle
Yep.
machine in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And
yeah.
sometimes it's also have a you could have a chat with your friend to talk about how you used to be back then and you compare yourself now. Okay, yourself right now is better than yourself than yesterday or the year earlier. It's always good to have a conversation like that. So, so it means that you improving, you growing.
Yeah, I
Just
can feel it. I can feel it. But
yeah.
yeah, I
Stay
can feel
away
it.
and stay away from negative people, okay? With the people saying that you good at who you are, you perfect of how you are. Stay away from those people, okay? They are toxic people. And they don't want you to become better. They don't want you to grow. Okay? You're good at who you are, I agree, but you should always try to be growth. Okay? Do not stand in one spot. Okay?
Yeah.
Life is moving. Life is
Why you
moving.
give me that advice? Why you give me that advice?
No, because I've been trapped.
Suddenly.
I've been trapped like that. I've been trapped in that situation before.
Oh,
And
yeah.
not many people can tell you this because they be confused as well as I was. I was being confused by that. I'm good as who I am. Yeah. I'm good at how I am. Like just the way that I am. I'm already good. I'm good enough. Stuff like that. So.
But like when I give the but
I
when
can
like I give
I can smell something in the air right now.
I mean when I give the compliment is from my honesty.
Right.
Yeah. Not the trap, not the trap.
Okay.
Not the trap.
Okay. It's,
Yeah, but
it's all right. It's all right.
yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, but
Hang
I
on.
don't remember. Yeah.
Could you please say it again? So you saying that you compliment yourself that you good at who you are?
No, I mean compliment you.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yes. Not
Thank you.
not me.
It's like weird. Okay. All good. All good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just joking. Sometimes some people saying that to you, they being nice. Okay, they don't try to hurt you, but yeah.
Yeah, like I'm the person always have the suspicious, a doubt about myself.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
So,
does. Everybody does, not just you, even me.
oh yeah, no, I think I'm more seriously when compared with others. So yeah, when my closest friend they like she recognize me
Hmm.
and I don't believe it, but then she persuade and like I see as a honest honest compliment. Like I let down by myself a little bit, but yeah. Still that I'm not getting the trap. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's also some kind of weird. Some people are saying that, well, it's just a casual conversation. I do not take compliment well. Could be because when I was young, my mom and dad never gave me a compliment. But sometime, yeah, this is some feedback of my colleagues give me. So sometime when people give you a compliment, just say thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know. So I'm in the same boat as you. Like sometimes I doubt myself a lot. Don't get me wrong, I doubt myself a lot. So I don't think that's it's just your issue. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it yeah. Just sometime at the moment, yeah. I'll just reimagine because I'm encounter a lot of people that say a lot of those stuff, but they do not mean that. But sometimes you have other people saying those stuff, but they actually mean it. Yeah. So yeah, I always have a bad rub with people trying to give you a compliment, but they don't mean it. It just sound fake. It's weird. I have the
Well,
gut feeling right away.
how about me? How
No,
about me?
no, it's different. So when
Yeah.
when people talk to when one person talk to another person, they talk with the genuine mind. I can recognize it right away, and I believe other people can. So when
Mm.
people give fake compliment, I think you know it right away as well. So I always trying to be a genuine
How you
person.
can correct that?
Yeah, it's more like a gut feeling.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
when you meet somebody, when I meet somebody and I talk with them for a few sentences, I have a gut feeling to get it. Okay, is the person is gonna be a good vibe or like gonna be have a similar vibe I do or no? Like is he like a fucking ass kisser or somebody else? Is he trying to be ass kissing or what? It's it's more like a gut feeling that I cannot explain. It's more of my subconscious mind in working just to help me stay out of the trouble. Yeah, just you can only learn that with experience. At the moment, I don't have the system to explain it to you yet.
Yeah. Yeah. In the
Yep.
future, it can.
So if you encounter a lot of people that could come with experience, you can just recognize right away. He's saying bullshit. So okay, so my apology. I'll just keep chiming in, like keep talking about myself. That's not a good thing. So you've been exercising. You've been feeling good. Yeah, I can kind of see in your face. You have more smile compared to last time. Last time you should like you look up to the skies and oh my gosh,
Oh,
like
yeah.
just like when you talk to me, your soul is somewhere on the sky. You're like your soul should walk out your out your body. You're not there. You're there, but you're not there. Anyway, have you found a new job yet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure it's good or not, but like, yeah, I find a new job. It's popular part-time job for student, and yeah, become a tutor for
Oh, tutor.
student at home. Yeah, just a grade one, uh, yeah, a second primary school. Yeah, tutor.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's uh kind of easy job because like it's not require a lot of time to prepare the before the lessons. So yeah, I can spend time to for my uh to learn at university, and this period like I also learn IELTS for by myself. So yeah, I want to like it's not a high salary if we tutor the primary school, but yeah, I think it's happy balance. I don't know. No, but now I'm not. I'm still scared of waitress at the restaurant. Still scared. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough industry. I've been there. I've been there. I still scared of not scared, but I'm tired. I've been working as a waitress, as a cooker. It's really labor intensive, which I don't have at the moment. Every single time I finish working as a restaurant or go home, I'm really tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I still want to master it.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. I still work in the restaurant until last year, until I got a new until I got new thing to do, and I do not have time to do it. So for only one a week because that place they don't have enough people. She still asks me to help her every Sunday if I'm available, but I can't unfortunately. Can't do that. So tired.
Yeah, like I also want to like one like you said before, like want to be the part in the organization they
Hmm.
cannot get rid of. Yeah, yeah, that's the reason why I want to try to work at restaurant again,
Yeah,
but I'm still scared.
yeah, but yeah, it's always good that you're working. A lot of students nowadays want to talk today, they don't work. They have a different mindset. I don't blame them, but from my personal perspective, I think you studying and then working at the same time, it have a lot of beneficial, not just for academic purpose, but you also learn how to balance your life, make your own decision. You're gonna move up a level if you move out and live by yourself. Gonna move up to a completely different level. It's hard. A lot of when I was in high school or university, I'm just keep thinking, okay, this life is hard. No, dude. Wait until you pay everything by yourself and you know what hard is. So if you still live with your parent, thing is still going good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, now I'm not like have to uh manage all of my expenses because I also get support finance from my uh family. But like yeah, when I live alone in a new city, when I study university, like mm, my mindset changed a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you say.
it called mature. You get to mature. It's called
Sure.
grow. Yep. And it's just out of the blue. It's just like I remember back when I was in high school, there was a person that I know. He's C, no C, not he. She actually saying that when you're in high school, your typical girlfriend gonna be different compared to when you go to university. And after you finish your university and you live by yourself, your typical, not typical, your girlfriend, your reference of girlfriend, wife, etc., how you call it, it's gonna be different again. And I see it that true. At that time, nah, not true. But now I got a taste of it. Oh, fuck that too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Yep.
Mm.
So, mm,
Uh,
just out of the blue, it's just when we talk about experience, something like it just pops up in my mind. Just that's it. Hmm.
so like, do you think like, no,
No, I can talk
so
about it. That'd be fine. So the reason is because recently I listened to a few podcast. So when you're in high school, this is your mindset. I think for most of the boy, I'm not gonna be lying. I'm thinking the same at the time. When you're in high school, your reference for girlfriend or a mate for me, in some of the guy, gonna be the hottest girl in the school. Every single time you go to high school, the hottest girl always like catching the eyes of the boys. Oh man,
yeah,
she hot. Oh man, she hot. University kind of the same, but in some kind of you combine with smart and hot. But then when you move out to life, the hot it kind of not become the priority anymore. It's more about the mature and then how that person handles stuff. Because over the time, this is what I've been recognized. The hot come with a price. The price that girl is like demand a lot of things. Does that make sense? And
yeah, yeah.
some
The last sentence, I'm kind of
the hot
confused.
girl, like
Ah,
the hot girl or the good looking girl that's really good, really hot looking guy. Sometimes, not all the time, most of the time, sometimes the rare one. Most of the time, they are really demanding and they are not really good in treating their partner. Does that make sense?
yeah, makes sense. Like,
Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But
So
it's just,
not all the time, not all the time, but the one that hard looking, now know how to handle stuff, good at talking, treat their partner fairly, already married. That person gone.
like, like I see
Sometime.
your pessimistic respect, respect, your
Perspective,
aspect.
perspective.
No, 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 aspect, pessimistic aspect.
Right.
Wow, girl.
Shit like that. It's just like, oh fuck. I've been through that. I'm just oh shit.
Yeah.
It's just a
Mm.
casual conversation. No, nothing. I don't really scare about this stuff. So yeah, I can open
But
talking
like,
about it.
but if I see your style like this,
Hmm.
I think like the girl, I could think that you could see have girlfriend is like disturbed,
Not
like
really.
like
No, I
I
don't think it
think
that way.
I would think that you will think that it's wait the time I wait the time for to spend like testing or meet their requirement. It's more. I should spend the time for hitting the gym and develop my mind and learn a new things. Kind of that.
Not really. If, well, let's say with the right person, things should be fine. It just, um, let's say, how should I say? How should I put it in the best way possible? Not gonna piss off some people.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Not really. It's only annoying. I think the odd last week I talked with one of the students saying that with girl or girlfriend or whatever, when they always want attention and want an immediate reply when they text a message, that is way too much. If that makes sense?
yeah, makes sense.
Yep. And I don't know. I've been through some testing stuff like try to break up to see if you want to like want me back or something. Um, I just want to leave you to see how you behave to me, and then all of like also bullshit stuff, trying to testing the man if they staying loyal to the girl. So, oh, fuck, it driving me nuts. I don't want that.
Mm.
I don't want it. It's
Yeah,
not
but
that I don't want to do that, but I felt life is really, how should I say it? I can be really, really logical in a lot of situations, but when it comes to love, I'm a dumb person. Well, I'm just saying like that. I've talked to a lot of my friends just saying that when it comes to love, you take in your logical mind there. You're gonna break up with your girlfriend. Well, maybe 2 3 days after you meet her. Guarantee with you about that. I'm
your
guaranteed.
friends your friend
No,
said that.
I'll talk to my friend. I'm talk to my
Ah,
friend. Because sometimes your friend just saying, "How do you think about love or whatever?" And I say, I know with a lot of things, I'm really logical about it, but when it comes to love, you can't put logical in there. It's not gonna work. If you put logical in love, it's similar with family. If with family, if you put logical in there, you're gonna get rid of your son, and you're gonna get rid of your daughter the moment he gonna piss you off. Because let's say your daughter just keep making mistake over and over and over again. If you put logical thinking in there, you're gonna get rid of her.
yeah,
Like, why should I take care of like deep button little shit that like keep making a lot of mistake and cost me a lot of money to fix it? Does that make any
yeah,
sense? Yeah, it's like
yeah,
with
yeah, makes
me, if you bring the logical in, it's just not gonna work. But sometimes it's require a little bit of it. But most of the time, yeah, I can't do that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but like I think it's just your theory, like
Yep.
your logical is still exist in our
Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. So anyway, it's love is a really hard subject to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
So I'm not sure how should I put it. Hmm. Yeah. What anyway? So what do you think about it? So I'm just like, why I'm the one to talk all the time.
I don't know, like yeah, some teachers they also said me like that. I also have like questions to ask, and like the officers will share a lot. Yeah, yeah. Some teacher also said that to me. Why they have to said a lot? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about love then? I'll maybe summarize it later when the idea come back. It's still there. I talk about it to my friend, but it's still there. But I'm gonna put it back later. So what do you think about love then?
Like it's too loud. I don't know where to start. Uh, what do you think about that?
Right. So I'm not gonna make
Can
it
you
hard for you.
make It's smaller area.
Uh,
Oh, mm, like specific,
how do
specific.
you know that you love someone, or how do you know that you love something?
Mm. Uh, like I think I start to love someone when I don't know, but like maybe I don't in the person like I see the thing that I admired and myself lost.
Hmm.
And yeah, in the conversation, I see this person uh, not only respect me, but also respect everyone. When the way they have the behavior with other, I can feel, I can feel it.
Hmm.
And yeah, because uh, like,
Hard subject, right? It's really hard.
yeah, to I have to I have to admit that I'm not the smart person, and sometimes like I loading very slowly, like yeah. So yeah, uh, if I feel that this person is kind and patient and respect me, yeah, this person I don't know I will love or not, but I will want to have the conversation with this person first. Like the person I not try to not scared to show my bad thing. Not bad thing, but like bad negative. Uh,
Emotion?
not negative aspect of myself. Yeah,
Mm, yeah.
yeah. Like they will. I can feel that he will sympathy with me, and yeah, not trust in the bad, trust it in the bad way. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. I've Yeah, now it just come back to me. So there was a time when one of my friend asked me, "Okay, I have two person I need to choose. Who should I choose?" I should choose. If you want, if you're in the middle of decision to choose who you're gonna love, it's like you should get rid of those two. If you know who you love, you just pick one. They're not gonna be an option. Um, so get back to this story. So I still talk to that person. It's from my perspective. If you love somebody, you should love them, not because they're doing this, not because they're doing that, not because they're not being nice, but over time, you never know they could stop doing that for some reason. Would that be the reason for you to not love that person anymore? It's like for when you listen to a music. Sometimes you listen to a music, you're in love with it right away, and you don't know why. Some music that you can't love it. Doesn't matter how many people break down how good that music it is, what is, how meaningful that music is, and how beautiful that music is to that person. But you still can't love that song or love that music for whatever reason. With me, it's similar. It's similar thing. I'll just choose the person I got the feeling with. For some reason, they have a feeling with that. I'll just pick that one. Not because this person do this for me, not because the person do that for me. I know I sound stupid at this day, but I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling
Yeah,
like
I actually do that. It sounds very weird, right? Coming out from my mouth. Not saying that. It sounds weird, right? You're gonna expect me,
uh,
I'm gonna be really logical. Okay, this person will do that, that person will do that. So because of this, because of that, I'm gonna love that person. No, I'm different.
mm,
So yeah, I'm telling you, I'm a weird guy. I'm weird. I'm really weird. So and yeah,
just feeling. You don't have any requirement like me. I have a lot.
no, I
I
don't have
just
any.
tell you.
I don't have any require at all because I can do all of the thing that you want by myself. Just just being kind to me. That's it. Well, yeah. Well, let's say love. Okay. Here, the other day I have this conversation. Love is unconditional, but lie have the capacity, right? So I can love somebody unconditional, but depend on the action. Let's say they don't. Let's say they just keep insult me. Do I love them? Yes, but they keep insult me and keep make me feel uncomfortable, keep make me feel annoyed, even though I communication back with that person, feedback with that person. This hurt my feeling, but they keep doing that. Well, you expect what is gonna happen, but will I still love them? Yes, but will I decide to continue to work along with that person? No. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's very very important one.
Yep.
Yeah, like yeah about the peer sharing. When answer your question, I like one important thing that you add just add because like I were born in the family like when we have the unconfused like have the conflict people people in my family will not they not solve it directly, so they easy to silent and keep this in our mind and in the hurt. So I also have this personality. I'm not sad directly when the something wrong happened. So yeah, I really admire the people like they can set it at this time and sell it directly. And yeah, even my friend and give me
Ooh.
the like give me the have the condition like to spread it and
Right.
saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to do that because the person who you're gonna have conflict, they have to listen to your story, or you both have to communication to each other to know what's happening. If you don't do that, they have no way of knowing it, and the problem is still there. But the one of the most important thing is the time, because let's say there's some people they want to solve the problem right away. No issue with that. But there are also some other people when they in a tough situation, they have a lot of adrenaline in the system, then they can make a lot of not good decision when they not calm. So fight or flight decision,
Life.
fight or flight. So let's say if you face with a tiger, the fight person gonna pick up a sword, fight with that tiger because regardless, I'm gonna die. With the flight person, they just see a tiger, they just run away. So you call flight or fight situation. So it depends on personality. If you want to solve that right away, some people gonna have a meltdown. They're gonna shut down their mind. They're gonna not gonna do anything. that fight people. With fight people, well, if they want to take out the conversation, want to solve the situation right away, chances are they're gonna make really hard decision. It's like let's break up. Okay, you want to break up? Break up. Similar to that. Similar to that. Let's with me. Sometimes I let the situation calm down a bit. Let's say if my sister pissed me off or something, or I'm not really in a good mood to have a conversation about it, I'll just tell to my sister, hey, I'm in a really bad mood. Can I deal with it later? I'm really busy. Okay, my sister got the signal because we've been communication about it before. My sister got the signal. Okay, go away, and then she come back and talk about that situation later with me. And most of the time, yeah, that's fine. I'll deal with it. It's okay.
Yeah.
But let's say if she keep pressing, I'm gonna be pissed, and then the decision I'm gonna make is really harsh. I'm gonna fight with her like to the end of the conversation. Who gonna win? And when you're in a situation where you want to win, that's not a good situation. When you have a conversation when you want to solve the conflict, you should be in a situation where you want to understand the other person, not in a situation where you want to win. Would that make any sense? That from my perspective.
Yeah, but like, have you in the situation that two-person conflict and said about bad thing about each other, and
All the
then
time. All the time. All the
no, no,
time.
no, but then they separate. No, not separate, but they stop to conflict, and after a day they have a normal conversation again, like nothing happened.
Seen that as well. Seen that with my own eyes.
like
Seen that with my
like
own eyes.
like
I,
they don't solve the problem.
I know.
It's still there, but they have a normal conversation, and I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, it's my mom and dad's issue. But with that, I can't solve anything. That
Oh
up
my
to
god.
them to solve that. Is
Yeah, my dad and my mom, I don't understand why.
that is my mom and dad situation. But for that, I don't want to solve it. So like, let them sort things out. If they keep doing like that and they happy with it, yeah, I'll stay out of it. I don't have any issue. But sometimes, what for some fucking reason, some people they like to doing that to each other, and they find that happy. I don't know why. I can't do that.
But in case like you, the middle, your mom blame that you in your side of your dad, and your dad do opposite, like blame you in your side of your mom.
Well, normally with that conversation, I'll let my mom and dad sort thing out between themselves. They rarely talk to me, but let's say if they come and bring with me, I'll just break down. I bring up the logical me in person. Okay, what you did. Okay, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. That wrong. That wrong. You have to fix it. But that when they come to me. So, but if
Yeah.
they just keep fight between themselves, I have no issue. But it's on. I always step in when they actually started insult each other. If they just have a fight, if they just like argue back and forth, that normal. But when they about to start to insult each other, it's like you stupid, whatever. I'll step in. Hey, that's not an acceptable behavior. Stop it right away. And I mean, I'll stop it. I'll stop it. You better stop it. When I say you stop it, you better stop it. So,
Yeah.
and for some reason, I'm not saying I'm a tough person, but like people in my house scare of me. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So especially my
Mm.
mom, my dad, I'm really chill with my dad though. But like when the time comes, like I'm really, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's saying tough. I'm really, it's scary. Even my mom saying that. Oh, son, like when I talk to my friend, oh, normally he really chill, he's really friendly, but when he angry, like his eye look like a fucking tiger. It's scary to look at his eye. I'm not sure about that.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure. You don't know. So like when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm just look normal. So how can you say that? Like how can you know, right? How can you know that you look scary? I don't know. I'm looking to my mirror. I just see myself. Okay, you look nice, cool. That's it. Look healthy. That's it. That's all I want to know. That all I recognize.
Yeah, if you think like that, you're still scary for everyone.
Right. Okay, I'll be fine. If I'm
Mm,
scary but help people improve, yeah, I don't mind. I don't have any issue with that.
yeah,
Mm.
that's the reason why I'm scared, but I still register.
Right. Okay. So, any more question? Because I think we go overboard like for 20 minutes. Any more last question or any important topic that you want to talk about before?
Yeah,
Any more important topic? Yeah, I'm listening.
yeah, like I heard in the period sharing you also have invest in like stock and some
Uh,
kind of that.
yep. What do you want to know about it?
Yeah,
What do you want to know about it?
yeah, like no.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I do. But yeah, what do you want to know about it?
Yeah, like I think after I graduate, now I'm not have the money to invest in stock, but
Hmm.
like after graduate, like I will have the salary, I guess, and I will have this uh excess money.
Yep.
I hope. Yeah. And yeah, I will and that amount of money I will save it. I have a lot of way. Have a lot of way to. I have a lot of way to save my money,
Hmm.
and yeah, I think one of the tool to save my money is invest in stock. But like it's also it's
Right. No, invest in stock is not one of the best way to save your money.
no, not best.
One of the safest way to save your money is buy gold or put your money in the bank. That's the safest ways. If you're buying stock, you never know that stock could be crashed. That's not the safest way to save the money.
Yeah, but like it's if I put it in the bank, like it will have the low rate of return. And yeah, it's also it's the easy way because we don't need to have any know anything and just put it in the bank. But like yeah, I learn about economics, but yeah, so I want to uh know more about this way. Maybe it's hybrid, but yeah, but like in stock we can like we also can like invest in the long term stock, right? Not
Yeah, you.
low interest when compare with other, but like it's safe, but it's also high interest when compared with the bank. Like not for buy and sell it to get the discrepancy. No, not discrepancy. The yeah, like as
Differentiation.
I learned, a different differentiation. But like if we buy one stock and like wait for the long time at the end when we retire, like some kind of that.
I'm a really bad person for you to ask advice for this. Okay. First,
You the first type, like sell and buy
I'm
to get the differentiation.
no, I'm the worst person for you to ask advice from. Okay. Well, enable for you to invest stock. I don't think it's gonna be that simple. If it's simple, always ask yourself this question. If it's simple, everybody else could have done it already. Okay. And enable just to do a beginner, just to about to start invest stock. The amount of book that you read is like from basic, from here up to somewhere here, just for the basic. That for supply and demand, tax, tax analysis, how to read financial record, um, supply and demand, already talks about it. Analyze about technical chart data, how to create filter, how to make a good strategy, how you track your performance, how to do it properly. Do it properly here is not you're not buying straight from the bank, but you're buying. I'm sorry, you're not buying stock using eToro or whatever the website version or electronic version advert that they do stock. You have to buy straight from the bank so you can own the stock yourself. Plus, because a different person, different people have a different opinion about investing in stock. My perspective about long-term investing, I'll say that bullshit because during my time of research stock, some stock they could crashing down when they're about $400 to 30 cents. That not rare, that a lot. Okay, when you're saying you invest for long term and you're saying that the safest option, I'll say that bullshit. So when you're saying that you invest in stock in the safest way to do, I'll say that bullshit because my definition of the safest ways is your money is still there, it's growing. I'm not saying about it growing fast or slow, but you're not gonna lose your money if you buying gold or you put money straight in the bank. Well, buying house or land is also another option, but I don't think you have enough money to buying house and land yet. So buying gold and put money in the bank is the next option. So the gold, because why is being safer investment? If you look at a gold price about 10 years ago and the price of gold now, well, price of gold always increase. The reason is because gold is a rare material and the demand like because it's rare like it's you only have a limited amount of gold in the world. It's gonna be increased amount of gold in the world similar to land, so the price of it gonna be increased. Sometimes gonna be increased a lot, sometimes gonna increase not a lot based on the inflation in the country or depend on the price of the gold in the world. And the money you put in the bank is not increased a lot, but at least you protect yourself part of it from you losing the value of the money from inflation by getting the interest from the bank. So after two option, buying the gold is a better option. But if you're buying gold, you run into a risk of somebody going to your house, stole your gold, gone. But if you put money in the bank, money is still there, not go anywhere. But you still run into the risk of somebody hack your bank account and get all your money. So it's your call. So that is the two safest option. You only invest in stock if you read a lot of book about it. Don't go into some short presentation, a short course. Invest in stock is easy, or whatever. They're all bullshit. Don't want to listen to it. That is my perspective. So that's why I'm saying I'm the worst guy for you to come to ask for advice about this. Did I destroy your hope? Did I put your hope down? So always ask yourself this: if it's easier to make money, everybody else could have done it. Okay. And invest in long, I can give you. I have about 100 lists of stock that I put on my ban list because it dropped a lot. Because like back in 1997, price about $400. Now it's worth 30 cents, sometimes a dollar or something. Worthless. I don't even because I build a filter list where it's pick out the stock that good performance based on the growing record of the price value over the past 6 months or 12 months. Pop it to my filter, but when I look at the overall graph, this stock in the past like it dropped significantly. I get rid of it, so in the future it's not gonna pops up into my filter list again. It's a bit technical, right? Okay.
So you write the book by yourself.
Yep. I read multiple books, so I read based on my curiosity. So if I read a book
Mm.
about stock, in that book is recommend a lot of book in itself for you to read. So and they reference across each other. So I got heap of it.
Got half of it.
No, I got heap. Heap it means a lot. So when somebody say I got heap of it, it means I have a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, sir. Can you recommend me one easy book for no, not easy, but like for start for the beginner
Yeah,
for
I
the
can.
beginner to learn?
This is my favorite book for beginner. Ooh, but it in English. I don't read Vietnamese book. So reading book is one thing. You have to develop a system to achieve that is another thing. So develop a system to achieve that. I think it's way more harder than just read the book. Read the book just give you the concept. Just to have you seen the chat? I just texted you. Read the book just give you the concept of it. So you have somewhere to start to do it. Yeah. Anyway, so I just don't want you to lose money. I give you a caution first. It look like don't when you first started, do not put a lot of money in there, please. You will lose money. I'm telling you that. Or you may win at first with a lot of money, and then you lose after that with a lot of money. I can tell you that right away. Everybody have that situation. Even the good trader. All of the books they said about it. So only to lose, only invest in stock the amount of money that you think you can lose, and you can live with it. Okay, don't invest in a lot of money, and when you lose, you cannot live without the money that you lose. That's gonna put you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I also have listened that uh yeah, this money I don't use for any purpose, so I
okay,
can put it in the stock, and for a long time it will
okay.
grow.
Well, it's up to you. That's what I'm saying. Like invest in stock have a lot of strategy. So
Mm.
if you believe in your strategy, go with it. Okay. Anything else that you want to ask?
I just want to ask the last question
Right.
because the time, because I spend a lot of your time. So how can I add, how do you like keep your money, your saving money safe? What you
What?
mentioned about bank, gold, stock,
Yeah.
and yeah. So what way you choose to save to keep your
All of it.
saving money?
At the moment, the only option that I'm not doing is buying gold, but I'm utilize the other two options. Put in the bank, buying stock, put in house. Because I always have a certain amount of cash on hand. So cash I mean I put on bank, I can always withdraw it. You never know what can happen. You can always
Yeah.
withdraw that amount of money.
Mm.
And if my I keep investing in stock, and then if my money hits some certain degree that I can draw out to push at a new house, I'll do that. And then when I push at a new house, I'll again set up a system, have a new tenant in there, track it, track and performance of it. Sometimes with if you know how to manage it as well, the tenant can basically pay for the rent of the house, sorry, pay for the mortgage of the house, interest of the house, and the capital of the house in the same time if you manage this properly. And if you can replicate that system for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 house, and from the house number 10 up to 20, your value gonna accelerate really rapidly. It's gonna be slow at first, or first house, second house, third house, but when you reach somewhere about 10 or 15 house, it accelerate really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just choose the best ways to do. I'm trying to do in a way that I'm not greedy. I'm not gonna over leverage, and I have another other thing to do, not to base myself around that. So, would that make any sense?
Yeah. About like your explain about house in uh yeah, I just get the general idea.
Right. Yeah.
Like if to understand all of you said, I have to more knowledge.
You'll get there. You'll get there. When you have a hand-on experience, you understand it right away. Because sometimes when I explain an idea to you that you not have any idea about, you're never gonna get it. I expect that. But I'm gonna plant the seed in your mind, and then it spark curiosity in your mind, and you think about it. Someday you'll get it, rather than not. Okay, cool. Any more questions?
I think that's enough for today.
All right. All good. I'll have to do something. I'll have to do some dishes as well. Okay. See ya.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
What's
I think
wrong?
like
What?
you have to do something as your with your boss or
No, I'm have to do some dishes.
do some dishes. Do
Again?
some dishes. I mean like you cook or wash the dish.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's this? But
Yeah, that's the
I'm not actually, I only have a few things to wash, but basically I'll just put in the dishwasher to wash it. Just, I'm lazy. Only hand wash rice cooker, maybe some delicate utensil. With that, or you can't put in a dishwasher, it's gonna damage it.
yeah.
Cool. Call it a wrap, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. See ya. I have it
Thank
record. I'll put it later in the channel. If you want to rewatch it, you can rewatch it.
yeah, yeah, a lot of concept